Hoffman is an idiot.
Hit wonder, one note guy.
He has autism.
Oh shit!
He had a vaccination, and that gave him horrible.
I hope he's going to be all right.
I hope so too. He seems like a swell enough guy. All right. Do you have too many couches, an extra table, maybe some boxes that are sitting in the hallway next to the door? Get it out of your house. Go to U.S. storage centers and store it. Here is another reason to like these guys. They support Cureit.org. That's Cureit with a K, like as in kidney cancer research charity. You as a customer, Ken Marino, can contribute by rounding up your payments to the nearest dollar or cent, and 100% of that money will go to cancer research. U.S. Storage Centers matches 100% of your participation in Roundup for Research for Cureit with a K.org. That means 100% of the money collected goes directly to cancer research. This adds up to almost $1 million a year. Barry Hoban, founder of Cureit and USSC, takes care of Cureit's administrative costs by himself. Go to jmoore.com, hit their link, learn all about U.S. storage centers, and use it because your house is disgusting.
I, for one, am against cancer.
I am against cancer as well.
I am 100% against cancer.
It's always nice to do a live read with like, cancer, Ken Marino, be funny, go.
Well,
cancer.
That's what I was trying to do.
Cancer, Ken Marino's with us, cancer thoughts.
I'm against it.
I love at the tail end of Larry King, it'd be like, Earth, go.
Round.
As far as a vegetable, you can't beat the radish. Thoughts, Ken?
I agree.
So how long is how long? There is no rhyme or reason to this. Don't worry.
I'm enjoying it.
How long is Burning Love going to go? How many episodes?
We have 14 episodes, and we just had the fifth one air, and then Mondays and Thursdays we have a new one. You know, each there's a new one every
on
Monday.
burninglove.com.
Burninglove.com. There's a Twitter account that Mark has. Mark Orlando has his own Twitter account. Where he
the character Mark Orlando.
Mark Orlando.
For those of you
is the
listening that maybe
yes.
have not seen it yet.
Yes, Mark Orlando is the guy who's the fireman who's looking for love. He has his own Twitter account at Burning Love Mark, and he talks about what he's doing, or what's on his mind, things like that.
This is how good this show, and I also know what I wanted to ask you. This is how good Burning Love is. It's a parody of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and all those shows. I was fucking surprised who got sent home episode 4. After this, I won't say it. But after the stand-up comedy, I'm like, well, it has to be because... And then when so-and-so got sent home, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That's the other thing that I'm and it's a testament to those shows. The formula, you can't help but get involved and invested in the characters. And we've shown, like, this season, it's, the whole season is 2 hours long, which is actually, what's crazy is, or it's 158. It's a regular Bachelor show is 2 hours long. Our whole season is 2 hours. It's amazing how they stretch these things out. The real shows or the real reality shows.
A lot of music, sweeping helicopter shots.
But I'm surprised how much you get invested and you start rooting for people. And it's I love it. I love that people are kind of.
I thought Gladys was a goner.
Yeah, Agnes. Sure.
Agnes,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Who, if you in real life had to choose one of those women, is that a question you're not prepared to
I would choose the writer of the piece.
Attaboy. This is what I wanted to ask you. When you do a show like that on the internet, how do you make money from it?
You don't.
But there has to be an end. Like season 2, this thing catches fire. It's hot as shit, and you are right now. Do it like Louis C.K. doing his stand-up special online, Radiohead releasing an album online.
Right.
You're essentially doing as good as TV gets. You're doing the Wire of comedy online.
Right.
Like there has to be down the steps.
How I don't know. The answer is I really don't know. I mean, I know.
I don't think Ben Stiller's not at home going, I know how we fucking make money at this.
He might be. I think that we the thing that Louis did was he paid for the whole thing out of his own pocket, and so there was no middleman, and there was no like I didn't pay for this project. This was through Red Hour and Paramount and Yahoo, and so
3 companies combined to put your budget together and pay for this thing. How do they make their money back? Is what I'm
advertising. I mean, I asked about how is it considered a hit? They said the number of hits it gets. and then I think it has to do with selling. Like I think, but I don't know for
Right,
sure.
because I don't remember seeing an ad.
There's ads. There's an ad before every episode you watch.
Right, but that's also okay. You know what? I will say this: I wrote that off as anytime if I watched Over the Hills and Far Away, Zeppelin live at the Forum, there's a fucking ad before that. So I just thought it was that.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know.
It's like, Jay, I don't know.
I mean, no. It's
well, you should find out because it's yours.
Dude, I've been asking the question for about 2 weeks.
Really?
I'm like, how is this considered a success? Like at what point do we go, hey,
where do we cash out?
We've made some money.
Like when you're in the casino, where's the cage?
Exactly.
Show
me the cage. I don't want to go to another thing. I just want to go to the cage, cash in my chips.
I want to keep an eye on the cage, and as soon as the hit count goes down.
No, the answer is I
think the answer is you don't know.
I don't know.
Which seems unfathomable that you're this far in. Like you're far in. This is Vietnam, 1968.
We did this as the reason. My wife has written on Children's Hospital. With me, we've been we've written sketches. Episodes together. She's helped David and I on projects that we've written on, but she's never gotten a sole credit for something. And this is her baby, and so she wrote it. And my goal was to do it, to get her to get her name out there, because I think she's incredibly funny and talented.
Boy, Erica Oyama. Let's get that shit straight. She should have her name out there because I'm telling you, everybody listening, I'm washing Ken's balls and I'm washing his wife's balls, her eyeballs, her ball socket in her hips.
Right.
Anything with a ball in the body.
Well, where the balls would be.
Exactly. She crushes this.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you're a get. You don't even. Maybe you don't know how funny this is because you're too far into it.
Well, but I mean,
it's perfect, Ken.
Thank you. But I mean, the answer to why I don't know about like what might happen financially is because that wasn't the reason that we were doing it.
Sure,
we were doing it to do it.
You see, I don't know what that's like. I'm not kidding. I have no idea what that feeling is.
What do you mean?
To do something like, it'll just be fun. We'll just do it. I always have an eye out for the cage. I know where that cage is. When I set foot in the casino,
right.
I see where the cage is. Then I sit down and talk about what table we should all sit at.
Right. Well, that's very smart. And that's why we're sitting in your beautiful house. And can I say where we are?
Palisades, sure.
Palisades.
I mean, the street address.
I won't say the street address.
Yeah, that'd be odd.
But you know what I mean? Like I have that sometimes, but a lot of times for this particular project, it wasn't about that.
The other people on the state, they have to look at this and go, oh, fuck. Like, because this is the big, giant idea that never got flushed out in a group. It's your wife, pregnant, going insane, watching reality TV. You had your writing partner you were sleeping with the writer.
I don't know if the state guys
think that, Lennon, and your smarty pantses.
I don't know if I don't know how it's connected to the state, but I do know that. I didn't mean it
I meant it more of a good-natured, like, holy shit.
Right. He married a really good writer.
It's too bad this didn't get, we would have gotten another season maybe if we could have just found this fucking character. It's so funny, Ken.
Thanks, man.
And I will also say this, Ken, my child immediately wanted to be held by you, and you're one of the few people that came in and actually picked up weights and started banging out reps.
Yeah.
You are the world's strongest man. It's not Ken Patera anymore. It's Ken Marino.
I've done it. I'm on top of the mountain, getting ready to be pushed down.
Do it. Go to burninglove.com and tweet the shit out of us. Let Ken, it's at Ken Marino. Let him know you're watching this. Let anybody know involved with this that you're watching this. I'm telling you guys, I'm calling Jane's Addiction, nothing shocking. I said, this is fucking important. Bad Brains, as soon as I heard that shit, I said, this is important. You watch stuff, and you get in on the ground floor or something, and you go, I know I'm not in the ground floor. We're 5 episodes in, and I'm an episode behind.
I'm really curious about, like...
Yes, sir. Because you hate the fans, like you said.
You think there's something special about it going on.
Ken,
Which I don't know what. I just think it's funny.
First of all, I have to go find it, which is odd to begin with. It's a show that I have to go find. It's not on my TV.
Right.
I have to go find it. So we got to do podcasts, and you got to get on shows, and you got to promote it, and then people have to go when they're done fucking doing their Tumblrs and looking at photos of cars and shit. They have to go find your show that they heard about, and they go, oh yeah, they were talking about it, I guess. But when they find it, when I found it, I think mine was a link. It was the Ron and Fez show out of New York. They have a website called the iBang, stands for the Interrobang, and there was a link to the show. And it was Ken Marino's on fire or something, and I just click on whatever they put up because I'm such a fan of their XM radio show. And I watched this shit, and my wife is such a fan of yours. You guys worked together on Vegas. And my wife was like, oh, Ken Marino's ridiculously funny. Like, you have to get him on the podcast. And I go, yeah, I like him on the stage. She goes, no, you don't understand. Like, I fell in love with this guy. Oh, I didn't tell you this.
No.
Now we're in extra innings, but it'll be worth it. It'll be a walk-off home run. My wife told me when she worked with you on Las... I'm not making any of this up. I'm not Norm Macdonald giving a fucking fake sketch to you. My wife said, oh my God, I just worked with him. He played a psychic on Las Vegas. Yeah. And she said when she worked with you, she had to sort of put a wall up between you and her because she actually was falling in love with you. Not lust, because then that's something you can act on. My wife with you actually was falling in love with you in your weird little psychic, and she was Mary Connell. She was the cruise director on the Love Boat, essentially, on the show. And she said she had to, like, mentally completely, because she was in a relation, not with me, she was in a relationship, I would have whooped her ass. If she came home and told me, Ken Marino, all right, Ken Marino, you want to pull buses with your fucking teeth? Strongest man? Yeah? Let's do planks. You don't stretch enough.
I don't stretch enough.
You should stretch more.
I do not approve of my workout.
They don't even fucking stretch this guy. Hey, gay! With the fucking babies. Stretch, you fucking animal! I should have done the live Reader's Dice. There you had it. You missed it. Sorry.
So that's the story that
my wife said
had to build a wall between us when we were acting.
If she was not in a relationship, she thinks that you. I think, were you in a relationship at the time?
I think I was, yeah.
Okay. You would have been somebody that she actually would have, like, married. Not because it wasn't lust where you just go, well, I'll just fucking have sex with this person and go to work. Like, then they leave. They're a guest star. It was actual, like, holy shit, because you were super funny and you're obviously very handsome and you fucking throw the weights around. I respect it. Ken Marino came in and started tossing those 30s around like they were fucking cans of Pepsi. He's a fucking animal. Anywho, I forget. Yes, this show is very, very important. And then I showed it to my wife, and she said, yeah, Ken Marino. I've been telling you about Ken Marino, how funny he is. And then yes, the answer to your question is, I don't think when you watch Goodfellas and the closing credits came down, you stood up in that theater and you went, Joe Pesci's going to win Best Actor. Yes. Like, there was just, I don't give a fuck what comes out.
Wait a second, you think I can win Best Actor?
You don't have a chance. We're going in another direction.
Shit.
It's going to be a Wayans with a talk show. I'm nothing if not good for a callback.
Are they still doing the talk show? Was one of the Wayans brothers still doing that talk show?
No, but they're going to bring it back. He's going to win an Oscar.
How about?
And you're going to be.
Do you remember Magic Johnson's 60 Smiles a minute? 60 Smiles a.
I just remember his show.
60 Smiles a minute.
He looks good, Magic.
He looked good.
He bought the fucking Dodgers, best record in baseball. He is Magic.
He is Magic. How did he turn that? How did that happen?
You know what? We talked about it.
How did it happen?
I'm going to tell you.
How did the Dodgers all of a sudden
You're in hysteric. You have to calm down.
And what's going on with Tiger Woods today?
I don't know about.
You don't care. You don't give a shit
fucking
about that.
Golf. You're talking about me having a big fancy house, and you're like going, I got to get out of here and figure out what's happening with guys playing golf.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God!
It would be silly not to follow Tiger Woods' career.
All I know is when he just won the last time, somebody tweeted, "He's fucking again." I think it was Opie. From Opie and Anthony.
That's my favorite.
He goes, holy shit, Tiger's fucking again. Hooray. I have to recommend.
That's my favorite joke.
If you get to New York sooner than later, you have to go on Opie and Anthony.
Okay.
On XM. You're right up their alley. But yes, to answer your question, this show it's like when I watch The Wire. But for comedy, there's very few things that, because I'm a comic, everything gets dissected, and I can see the guy holding the bounce card right off a camera, and I know everybody's all fucking sweaty, and there's floppy, and they push it, and they tip it. There are all these weird words that only guys that are in the bit, we know. Like, it's kind of tip. You're pushing it, it's a little sweaty, you're hitting it on the head, a little jokey. This shit is fucking perfect.
Thanks.
So please tweet